So let's go ahead and break this down a little bit. Looks like the numbers are getting up there real fast. And what I want to talk about is before you put us on blast. Cool. Now they can hear me. Super. Appreciate that. Thanks, Jeff. You guys appreciate that a lot. Because I got started earlier and everybody said they couldn't hear me. So I had to I had to cut the stupid phone off. Facebook's acting up and wouldn't let me restart. So anyway, long story short, everybody's saying loud and clear. I appreciate that. Cool, cool, cool. What's up, guys? What's up? You might have noticed a few times in the past here, people have been putting us on blast. And what do I mean by that? Well, when they're running into a little bit of a problem online with maybe ordering or maybe their discount code or maybe a box got damaged or something like that, a lot of times they'll come into the group and say something. And I don't mind, but before you go putting us on blast, think about it this way. You clean carpets, right? And let's suppose you have a problem client. The customer has a problem, right? Would you rather her go into your review, or would you rather her go into some public groups and mention that she's having a problem? Or would you rather her ring you? Okay? So all I'm asking for is the same courtesy. And I'm not saying you guys are doing it on purpose, okay? Maybe you're just not thinking. You realize, hey, Rob runs this group. TMF, I'm going to go in there, pop, 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 and mention it. Or, oh, man, my box got lost. I'm really mad, okay? And I understand. You know, we're all frustrated. You need your stuff. Remember, I'm a cleaner. I cleaned for 40 years. I know what it's like. You need your product, right? And so, however, sometimes things happen beyond our control. UPS, COVID, USPS, they don't always treat things the way they should treat things, right? Sometimes I swear I think they drop kick these things. You know, here's a funny thing too. You know, I was talking to the UPS guy I have today, and he's a great UPS person. He's the best one we've ever had, right? And you know what he told me today? He confided in me. He said, Rob, everybody hates your stop. It's the worst stop because it has the most boxes. I'm going like, well, that's a good and a bad thing, right? It's good for me. But at the end of the day, we're the last stop, and they got to come in there and pick up a bunch of boxes. And they're heavy, too. When they got a bunch of, you know, cleaning solutions or gallons of chemical and stuff, you got 6-packs, 8-packs, 4-packs. They're heavy. And that guy's done sweated bullets all day long. So I wonder if some of them get drop kicked off the truck, right? Okay, but long story short, I digress just a little bit. I just want to give you some background information of what's going on. And then I'll field some questions if anybody has any questions. And there's a couple things that came up this week. As you notice, I'm kind of setting up a little bit of a podcast area. And I want to know, do you think I should put something in the back? And if so, what should I put back there? This is a new office I put together at my shop. Been working on it today. I know I should be home. I should be in bed. But every once in a while I work late. So anyway, let me walk you through real quick of what you can do before putting us on blast. Number one, we have a support email and it opens up a ticket. That's the number one thing to do. Support@truckmountforums.com. Okay, and what that does is when you make an email to support@truckmountforums.com, it creates a ticket. Then we can track the problem. We can fix it and answer you rapidly. So that's number one. Number two is we have the live chat on the store at tmfshop.net. Go there and use the live chat. Okay? All right, so there's two ways to take care of it. Now, number three, if you can't get it resolved that way, PM me, private message me first. Give me the opportunity first, right, to answer you or follow through with it. You know, just like you, we get super busy at times and we can't always get to everything as fast as possible. But tell you what, we pride ourselves on customer service. We don't just walk the walk. I mean, talk the talk. We walk the walk. Hey, almost got that backwards. Shows it's late. And Kevin, he said he fields a lot of messages. And I know he does. And I appreciate that, Kevin. Thanks a lot, you know. All right. And then as a last resort, if you can't get any resolve after that, go ahead and mention it up on the group and tag me. Tag my name. But that should be the last resort, my friends. Please go in TMF Pace and complain you're live after 11. All right, I heard that. But anyway, Is it after 11 o'clock? Dang, sure is. 11:17. Well, I worked late today. What can I say? Sometimes I do. I wasn't in the field, but we had some orders to get out today. And I've been working around setting up a new office. I've got this new office here at my shop. And you know how you just kind of get excited. It's kind of like when you're working on your equipment. Sometimes you're cleaning it out at your house or your shop and you're pretty excited about it. Let's talk about making more money, Carlos says. Hey, I agree, brother. Let's talk about it. How can we earn more money? Make more money. Well, the number one way we can make more money, to me, sales. Sell, sell, sell. Okay? You should always be selling. ABS, right? Always be selling. Yeah. Check your Facebook Messenger. It meant a lot to me. Let's see. Richard Christina. Meant a lot. Much respect to you. And Rob 2.0. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Nathan Holly. Share your thoughts on Brister. Oh, Lord. You're trying to start World War III, Nathan? You know, I mean, I don't have a problem with anybody in the industry. And why do I say that? Because, you know, everybody has their quirks. Everybody has their personality quirks. So I'm not going to beat somebody for their quirks. The beauty of America is, guess what? You can run your business the way you want. If Joe wants to run his business in such a way that it makes some people mad, that's his right, okay? Apparently he's been around for a long time. Right, Nathan? Let's see, how are you liking the Starfire? Let me look down at this here. And the van right now, you admit that. Okay, well, she restarted on me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Facebook. All right. Jared Miller, Brister. I just don't want to go there, you guys. Remember, I always try to say, if I don't have something good to say about somebody, I just try not to say anything at all. All right? But that being said, I've had a few problems with Joe, but I've also had some good times. When I say some good interactions with Joe. And it's probably just about the same way with everybody out there, you know. I mean, from time to time you have it. Hi from the UK. It's the early hours and I'm smashing it with Black Label. That's what I'm talking about, Steve. Thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate that. Across the pond. Thank you. Ernie Kozar. What is this all about? Let's see. Carlos, is that new truck mounted that you're running? And the Nissan. Yeah, she's a beast. That's the Profire, Carlos. Yes, and she's running like a champ. As a matter of fact, I think I sold it. And that being the case, I'm going to build another one. Don't know if I'm going to build it in Nissan or not, but it does seem like a lot of people want to do that. So what can I say? So I might just go ahead and... Nissan is the best truck mount you ran so far. Yes, it is the best truck mount I have ran so far, Carlos. That Profire is a freaking beast. And somebody put a deposit on it. I don't want to say, Carlos, until they actually make the sale and the sale goes through. Let's see, Rob Solomon Sealer versus, let's just say this, Michael, that I made mine afterwards. So I tested it against all the other brands out there and we beat it, especially under UV conditions. All right. So keep that in mind. I tested it. I always like to test things myself, get out in the field and make sure that it's the best. I got another continuous customer due to your products, Rob. Thanks, Caesar. I appreciate that. Glad to hear that, brother. That is what it's all about right there. Michael, we need that video. Well, hey, you know, that's fine. I'll be glad to test it side by side. As a matter of fact, I think Kevin did test it, didn't you, Kevin? That's right. Kevin tested it against all the other boys. And Kevin gave us some glowing numbers, so what can I say? Do you have any plans to up the production to make up for Ramsco closing all over? Thanks, says Amanda. I don't know why they're doing that. Don't quote me on this, guys, but I've noticed the big guys like John Don and Aramco, they seem to be consolidating to hubs and reducing a lot of their distributorships, aren't they? I noticed they're closing down certain locations and they're just going with the big hubs. At least that's the way it appears to me. If you see it differently, let me know. I'd love to hear your perspective. Yes, Christopher King, this is quite a mic. I spent some good moolah on this bad boy. But hey, look, go with the best or don't go at all, right? That's how I see it. So that's a good point, Amanda. That is a very good point. And a lot of things are moving online. We've definitely proven that. We've gone online, right? So that's important. Specifically chemicals, I think you're going to start selling out quick. We've been selling out quite a bit, Amanda. We can barely keep up with it. But appreciate that. Thank you. No doubt about it. And we're making it a lot more, and we try to get them out really fast. And we're trying to reduce the amount of freight, shipping, and stuff like that, and the shipping time. Bear with us. We're making a lot of progress behind the scenes. My son, he's on it. He really is. If you make a bad product, I'm going to call you out. I know you will, Kevin. That's why I like sending it to you first. Robert Mueller. That's how I see it. Hubs and super centers, pushing more online sales. Yes, that's how it looks, Robert. You know, and maybe he got that from us. I don't know. What do I know? You know, but still, you got to make a good product, don't you? I think COVID has hurt a lot of people. A lot of companies, you know. Christopher King, love TMF products. Blessed, I'm up the street. Amen. Chris, we got to come back by, brother. Haven't seen you in a while. Especially before I sell my Profire. Pretty sure I got it sold. Let's just say the guy put a $15,000 deposit down on it. So I would think that's sold. But I still don't want to say it until it's actually sold, you know. Brian Kirk, used your black label today after we spoke last weekend. I must say, you have my business. Thank you personally for calling me. You're a good man with a great product. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Hey, look, Brian, I'll say it, and I'll say it, and I'll say it over again. I'm a big believer in if I help you become successful, you help me. So I try to build the absolute best of everything. Caesar said I've been selling the sealer like pancakes. You mean hot cakes? But I'll take pancakes. If I'm here much longer, Caesar, I'm going to need some pancakes, right? But thanks, Brian Kirk. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the shout out on that. I have to look down here. I got my laptop here. I might get it arranged so I got it up higher so I don't have to look down or nothing. But yeah, I hear you, frog boy over there, Mike Pollock. Forget COVID, right? I know, man. Don't get me started. I do my absolute best. How you doing, Daryl from New Zealand? I do my very best to try to steer clear of politics and religion online because it's so easy to upset everybody these days. Good Lord. You know? And thanks, Daryl. I'm glad you're loving the products. Thank you, man. I'm trying to make the absolute best of everything. I'm a man that loves face-to-face communication. Not many owners make it that way. I agree with you 100%. So true. I mean, try reaching out to the owner of, and I've tried before, try reaching out to the owner of a Ramsco. Let me know how that works out for you. Yeah. Try reaching out to the owner of John Don. Let me know how that works out for you. How about the CEO of Sapphire? Yeah. Good luck. Steve says we're in full lockdown in parts of the UK again. Good Lord. So what are you saying? Red Label is already out there, and blue, we are making blue special. Believe me. I keep Rob on his toes, and I'm the real deal. Yes, you are, Kevin. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, bud. But remember, the red label's already out, Daryl. The blue label, I am really going way, way, way up and above with that. It's going to come out. It's going to come out, and I'm not even going to say it. Anyway, it's going to bust the seams wide open when the blue label comes out, so watch out for it. What's up, Ron? How you doing, brother? Citrus label, yeah, I can't say, Richard. There's a lot coming on. We're working on a lot. If somebody saw my last video where they saw my conference room and they saw what's on there. And I've got about 25 ideas that I'm working on right now. As many of them are cleaning products too and many other things. So keep your eye out for it. A whole lot with Eamon for it. Well, listen, all Eamon has to say is tell me what he wants and I'll get it to him. Be really great if you start distributing the products to our local mechanics and vendors. I'd love for your products, Amanda said, to be in driving distance. Let's see, Joshua. Rob, come down for some tacos, young lad. I'd love to come down some tacos, brother. Love to, man. Matter of fact, it's your turn to come to the East Coast because everybody, I don't know if you know it or not, but they canceled the trade show in Vegas, and they're not going to have it again until it's going to be Charleston. Yeah, Charleston, South Carolina. So Joshua, come on over here to Charleston, South Carolina, brother. We'll treat you to some Southern cooking. And you can bring some tacos if you like. All right? But I really think you should come on down. Love to have you. Next spring, I'm inviting everybody to the convention. And believe me, we're going to have a huge TMF blast. We had a great one last year, didn't we, everyone? Just logged on. What did I miss? Label line change. And not really, Robert. I was just talking, Robert, about, yes, Steve, that's coming. That's coming, Steve. That's really coming. Yes, they did, Todd Catino. They did cancel the November Vegas one. Yep. So the next one's not going to be till springtime. And why'd they cancel it? I'm guessing it's the election flu. I know everybody's calling it the COVID. I call it the election flu. But don't get me started, because I don't want to go there, all right? I do live in the South, James. Virginia is the South, okay? And I live in the southern part of Virginia. I'm right on the edge. I'm going to see to it for you, Joshua, that there's going to be a dirt dragon raffle. If I have to drag a dirt dragon down there myself, man. Let's see what do we got here. I got married when the convention was supposed to happen, Kevin said. I think that's kind of funny and also great at the same time. I'm almost on the North Carolina line, just so you know. Let's see. Love for a product sticker. Man, you guys, these comments coming so fast, and Facebook will only let you look at 4 at a time. So slow the comments down, guys, just a wee bit. Help a brother out. All right. Let's see. Kevin got married in the convention. More than half of the Vegas casinos are closed. How are they surviving? I don't get it, Todd. I'm going to tell you what. You walk around those casinos, you know they got some overhead. Serious overhead. Oh, my God. They run them places? I'm sure the owners got mega money. They're just waiting for the election flu to pass. Yeah. Because it's 11 and we drinking. I heard that, Richard. Let's see. Hey, Travis, did I private message you a few days ago about a linen couch to browned up after TMF cotton? I went back with some Asterisk, came out great. Awesome. Glad to hear that, brother. You never know with those things, but it's really important. Speed dry them. Travis, try to speed dry delicate fabrics. I'm a big believer in speed drying as much as you can when you're dealing with specialty fibers. What do you say, Kevin O'Hull? You agree with that, my man? Speed dry those suckers? I think that's important. Speed dry. Speed dry. Let's see if I can go back and look at some of these messages. Hold tight. Sometimes on your phone you can go back. Yeah, look at this. I can on the phone, so be patient. I'll back it up. Going back, going back. Georgia, Florida, South. I heard that, guys. But let me tell you what. North Carolina is considered South, right? Van Citrus, I would love if you enclosed a product sticker with every case of chemical for my 5-quart jugs. Hey, Van, send that suggestion into support@truckmountforums.com. And that was the whole purpose of this video. Before you put us on blast, and you're not putting us on blast, Van. I'm just saying, if you go to support@truckmountforums.com and send a request or any information, it starts a ticket. And then that ticket flows through the whole organization. It goes past IT, it goes past customer service, it goes to my son, it goes to me, and it all gets handled, all right? And then there's a live chat at the store, so don't forget about that too, okay? See what else we got here. Oh, here we go. Brian Kirk says, what blew my mind is I didn't use my CRB on purpose just to see what it would do. Really try to test that product. It turned out amazing. I can't wait to hit it with the CRB and see what it does. Yeah, add a little bit of Unchained in there too. Yeah, see what it does. I'll tell you what, she'll pop. You know, it's interesting, Brian Kirk. Many times I will have, hey, I am tempting you, Joshua. I'm tempting you, brother, right now. No scratcher in my last order. Don't make me go back to, ouch, ouch. That's going to leave a mark. Anyway, Brian, I kind of wanted to mention that many times when I put Unchained inside of my black label and I'll go inside of a customer's house, hit it with a CRB, guess what? The customers walk by and say, hey, Rob, you did a great job cleaning the carpets. I didn't even clean them yet. Think about that for a little bit. So that's pretty awesome. You doing some ride-alongs with the new truck mount? Yes, I am, Travis. I will, but I think I've sold it, just so you know. And I'll build another one. Let's see. Backing up so I can catch any more messages here. Yes, they did cancel it. And yes, there is a deodorizer, Steve Swindon, coming out. So be patient with that. It is coming. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let me go right back up to where we were. So it's pretty cool. We can do this on the phone. And we'll be doing a ride along. Kevin, did you put your phone number in there enough, brother? You're going to get phone calls out to Yin Yang. Let's see, Christopher, I got a formal complaint. Red Label is making my customers too happy. Can you make your customers too happy? That's what I like to hear, right? Make those customers too happy. Definitely will go through TMF customer service. You guys have great service. Thanks, Jared. Greg Logan, I live in Virginia Beach next Friday. I'll be in Virginia Beach next Friday. We'll be stopping by to pick up some products. Hey, hit me up with a text message or a PM and let me know. Remind me, okay? And maybe we'll get something to eat, grab some lunch or something like that, Jared. Or at least come on through and I'll walk you through the whole place. That'd be great. Richie says, Mike Pollock, keep your dang frog out of my state. He's starting fires everywhere. Ouch. The fires are ruthless, man. You know, they're catching people for starting those fires, too. I'm not saying some of it might not be climate. Anyway, I can't go towards the politics. Please, don't drag me down that road, boys. My son will wake up tomorrow. He goes to sleep early because he likes to work out on weights early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning. He's got the muscles. Poor dad. He ain't got no muscles left anymore. But he likes to work out, so he's up nice and early. You mean many compliments. Right, Travis? Let's hope you meant compliments, right? Hey, how's the sound? Is it loud, medium, high? I can adjust it. There's different modes here. I can go more treble, more bass, compliments. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Travis. Can somebody let me know if the sound is too loud? Should I shut it back? This is a new microphone here, and I want to know if it's too loud, whether there's enough bass. Nathan, do you really believe that? Ashley, you're saying it's good? The sound is good? Does it sound like my voice? Ashley would know. She said good. Todd says I sound good. Well, thanks, Todd. I appreciate that. Matthew, too. Cool. Nick Pat says it's just perfect. Cool. That's awesome to know. Looking down here. I got some new glasses, too. My daughter-in-law made me some new glasses. They're just a little bit loose. Jeff Clinton, perfect. That's awesome, man. I think I'm about 6 to 8 inches away from this thing, but looking on here, it looks like I'm about 12 inches away. Sounds like Grout Master destroying dirt. So I heard that. Well, that's good then. That's a good thing. What are the best reliable hose cuffs? The mighty ones suck. Ooh. Hey, Rob. Thank you for the glides. No problem, man. Let's see. The most reliable cuffs, I would say, they're probably cool cuffs and the flash cuffs. I have flash cuffs on all my trucks. Okay? I like them. Just push the button, pop them apart. They swivel nice. I like the flash cuffs. You know what? One thing I don't want, the map in my office will look good behind you. Well, actually, guess what? I've already taken it out and it's beside me. Okay? I haven't decided what I'm going to put behind me here just yet. If anybody's got any suggestions, let me know. If China had unchained in the first place, COVID would be prevented. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. That's hilarious right there. That's funny. I don't care where you live. Nathan Holly, don't say cool cuffs. I know, Nathan, you're in a war with Joe right now. And I don't know. I guess, when you get to a certain stage in life where I'm at right now, I just don't focus on negativity. I focus on positivity. I just find that I make a lot more money staying focused on positive things. It's kind of like if you're, the old saying, if you're sitting there and you're plowing a field, right? Or let's just say you're cleaning carpets or you're making some lines. You need to put that picture of Grout Master of you giving the dirt the finger. Oh, that's hilarious, Todd. That's funny right there. Pine salt kills COVID right now. Is that true? Josie, or are you making that up? Have they been approved? Lord, they'll let anything kill COVID. I mean, let's face it. COVID was around before this. And every time they come out with something, they get rid of it. Oh, Lord, Nathan. I can't touch. I'm not going to touch that. No, sir, I ain't touching that. Now, I do believe in the law of attraction. Very good, Van. Good point. Andy Decker, did Kevin pass out yet? Well, Kevin just got married. If Kevin just got married, he shouldn't even be online. When I got married for my first month or two, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. That's been a long time ago. Man. Back in the day. FDA says yes. FDA. Yeah. You're really trying to drag me into this, Joshua. You're really trying to drag me into it, man. I'm having a hard time. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't say Trump or Biden or Kamala Harris, nothing like that, Josu. I'm going to be mad at you, all right? Yeah, Ashley, you better go to bed if you got to be here at 8:30 in the morning. I need some coffee to send the Brister. Nathan, that is just ruthless. That is savage, okay? That is very savage. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Aren't you, Nathan, aren't you in Canada? Okay? I thought you Canadians were like really laid back and nice people. I mean, I got some alfalfa hair sticking up there. Somebody could have told me. Yeah. Yeah, that's just savage. Yes, you better get some rest there, Ash, if you're going to be coming in here. Thoughts on RBG? Oh. Oh. Wow. Literally, don't talk about it. Save yourself. Thank you, Amanda. I'm not going there. Anyone have an interest in Rob and I doing a remote thing, answering questions on TMF? I would think so, Kevin. Absolutely. Yes, Amanda. Thank you. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to talk about Trump. I'm not going to talk about Biden. I'm not going to talk about Ruth Ginsburg. I'm not going to talk about Kamala Harris. I try to keep my business, and my personal. That's simple, okay? And you know, the beauty of America is everybody has the freedom of choice. So I'm not going to hold anybody's choice against them. You know, at the end of the day, that's what it all boils down to, right? But thank you, Amanda. That's wise advice. You know, and sometimes it always takes a woman to set a man straight. Thank you. Thank you. And by the way, Josu is not a woman. It's Joshua. It's just spelled differently. It just looks like it says Josu. Right, Josu? I mean, Joshua? Is it Joshua? Josu? Josh? Could you give us the proper pronunciation on that? How about it? I appreciate it. Nathan, why don't you go live and talk about all those things? Feel free to. Thanks, Amanda. Again, I appreciate that. I think that's wise advice. And plus, there's plenty of things to talk about for carpet cleaning. Good Lord, there's so many subjects that come up on here. Like today, some people were talking about having an unmarked van, okay? Awesome, Matthew. Looking forward to using them too. You know, see, Robert, hola. What does hola mean in Spanish? Does that mean hello? What does SI mean? C, does that mean yes? Joshua? Does C mean yes? I don't want to offend anybody. Back to business here. Don't put Rob and his company on blast. We all know he'll take care of us. He's a busy man and running a hell of a business. Thank you, Jeff. That's it. Amen to that, brother. Amen. Yes, like that. What's up, Jeff? That's my cousin right there, Jeff Hurley. A lot of people don't know that. He's my cousin. Let's see. Something I was going to say. Oh, yeah, talking about the unmarked van. I think it is important to at least have a little something on your van. If you're looking at my vans, have you noticed I've at least just got my name on there, my website? Yeah, it's a shame, Brad, that they are going out of business. You know, but watch out. We've got some products, Brad. There's a little something special coming along, so keep your eyes open for that, guys. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, not having your van lettered. I think it's important to have something on there because when you pull up to a house, it makes the customer, it gives them that feeling of security, comfort, and that you're a professional, and it doesn't leave her guessing, you know, are these people really professional? On top of it, when you ride around in an unmarked van, you know, people in a white van, people have a bad feeling about that. When you're riding through a neighborhood, you got kids, you catching my drift without me saying anything? I've heard my brother, he had his van unmarked for a while, and people would yell things out to it, especially when he passed the clubs in town center every once in a while. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say, okay? It made him go get some letters. How about that? So you definitely should get some letters. Rob, what made you become a carpet cleaner and get into the business? Travis, I should do something maybe. Yes, Sam, exactly. It makes you look like a creeper. Put some letters on there, right? Matthew Berry, you can speed without the complaints. Yeah, but, you know, you got to offset it, okay? You know, better to worry about what people perceive you as being a professional rather than whether somebody complains about you driving. Or drive better, okay? My sister's son-in-law is petrified of white vans. And I can only imagine. I can only imagine. There should be. Dang, what was that question? Let me go back here. Hold on a second. Somebody brought up a subject. I wanted to address it here. Going back. Oh yeah, Travis. What made you become a carpet cleaner and get into the business? Well, I lost a job in 1985 making around $40,000 a year. And that's good money here in America, especially, 35 years ago, right? Now, of course, remember, I was working for Kirby service stations, and we did clean carpets when people brought them in, and we helped them work with shampooers. So I had about 5 years experience with Kirby shampooers, but I really didn't know much about cleaning. But I knew enough when I went door to door selling spotters. When I lost my job, my wife and I went door to door. I'm just going to make a long story short. My wife and I went door to door. We were selling spot removers, and a customer asked me would I clean the carpets. So I went back and got a Kirby, came back, shampooed. I guess that's the early days of VLM, right? So I VLM'd their carpets. Yes, I was a hack. Yes, I was. I was a hack, but I didn't know better. But you know what? Even if you're a hack, customers can sense if you're doing your absolute best. I'm a big believer in doing the absolute best of what you can do, under the circumstances you find yourself under. And people will respect you for it, and they'll grow with you. And that's what my customers did. They grew with me. Let's see. Kevin says he's been in business 35 years. Why I chose to become a fan of Rob? I heard that exactly. We're brothers from a different mother, right, Kevin? So Travis, that's why I got into it. And then over time, I started going to the trade shows, and I was working my way up, adding a bunch of trucks. I went to the trade shows, and I asked the big wigs, "Hey, what can we do to make the industry better? Can we work together?" They told me to get lost, and so. At that time, YouTube was born. And when YouTube was born, I was there. Go back and check the dates. I'm the OG. I always thought OG stood for original. My son said it stands for original gangster. I didn't know that. So I've been always saying I'm the original. If you go back and check the dates, I'm one of the first, if not the very first person to put on help videos on YouTube. So I guess I'm the OG, whatever that means, right? And so when I went on there to YouTube, I said, you know what, this is an excellent way to raise the quality, raise the bar in the industry. So as I started putting these YouTube videos in there, people started saying, "Hey, Rob, have you ever thought about making your own products?" I said, that's probably a good idea, especially when the products are low quality. So next thing you know, there it is. Boom. And here I am today. Started TMF. We built our own brand, and we're continuing to build every day. And I'm trying to offer the same customer service online as I do locally. I've got almost 1,000 5-star reviews in the Hampton Roads area, which is a 7-city district. And I earned those through blood, sweat, and tears out in the trenches cleaning and giving people the absolute best quality and knock your socks off customer service. And I've just moved that over into my online business here at TMF. That's what I try to do. So there you have it, Travis, in a nutshell. There's a little more to it, but that's in a nutshell right there, okay? Brad, Rob, I'm just busting your chops about coming out with similar products. Daggone it. It moves too fast on the computer. So let me pop back up here and catch what Brad was saying here. Let's see. Man, that's a lot of comments. So hold tight, hold tight. So here we go. Busted your chops about coming out with similar products that other companies come up with it. But in all honesty, you make high quality stuff. How do you pick and choose what to move forward with in an industry that's always evolving? I think the advantage I have, Brad, is that I'm a cleaner. So everything that I put out, I go out and I test myself. And it drives these chemists crazy. I have 5 different chemists. And they're going like, I send it back, revise it, revise it, revise it, revise it. I revise everything. I never, ever accept the first version. And I'll take it out in the field, and I'll make sure it's cleaning. I'll make sure it smells right. Also, I have the luxury, Brad, of having a full rug cleaning studio. So by having that rug cleaning studio, I can go back in the back. I can test it on wool. I can test it on polyesters, olefins, and I can watch it over time to see if it's staying clean, to see if spots are coming back, to see if the odors are coming back. So that's what puts me in a unique position to be able to evolve. And I'm a big believer in evolving. I really am. Okay. Move to Rumble. Jeff, let's see. Jeff Clinton's got a question here. Do you sell the trolley for the TM4? Yes, I do. And I might even have a used one. So if you need one, let me know, Jeff. I probably have a used one around here. There's a lot of people with 35 years experience around here I'm seeing. Okay, I'm going to scroll down here a little further. Let's see. I sell $150K a year off of one creeper van. Ouch, Josu. Well, maybe you do $200,000 without creeping around, right? Put some letters on that sucker. At least put a taco on it, okay? How about that? Let's see. Sell more creeper. That's just, you guys are ruthless. You mean be creepier? Yes, that's exactly what he means. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Whew, man, those comments move fast. Lordy. Sam started in 1981. Sam, will you beat me then, brother? Well, actually, I started in 1979, working for a Kirby, putting all these stores in position and selling them. Randy Stoker, I'll put you on blast. You sent me wine and chocolates. Trying to get my... Oh, I almost said that out loud, Randy. That's disgusting. I love the first part. Second part, not a chance, brother. Homie don't swing that way. All right, I'm not even going to go there. We're going to try to leave that alone. Let's see. But thanks, I appreciate that. Does your home smell like Sweet Breeze? Yes, it does, Travis. As a matter of fact, would you know, Travis, that I actually make a laundry detergent in Sweet Breeze? A lot of people don't know that. Okay? So we wash our towels and everything here in it. Let's see. This is the first time I've seen you go live. If you consider doing a more consistent live stream with guests potentially, Brad saying, yeah, Brad, yeah, I'm all game for that. I really am. Well, that's why I kind of setting this room up here. Brad, I've been live quite a bit. If you get a chance to come in here or go back and look at some of the videos, I try to go live at least once or maybe once or twice a week. I try not to overdo it, you know. But I get out there. A lot of my videos lately, Brad, on YouTube have been live videos that I've just downloaded and swung them over to YouTube. So, like for instance, the walk around my new van, the Profire, that is that. Can you be a real one-stop shop? Why can't I? Why can't we be anything we want to be? Joshua, that's just how I see it. You know, what prevents you? You know, I've been faced with roadblocks all my life, okay? From infancy on up. So I try not to let anything stop me, you know, or anything define me, and I try not to set any barriers. Okay, let's see. I started last year, pretty pumped up to be here now. TMF stepped up my game. Appreciate the wisdom. Anytime, Damien. I'm glad I could help, man. I'm always here. Jeff Hurley, my cousin, says, I can remember when you were working with Kirby selling them and you worked with my Uncle Kenny. Yes, I did. And I worked in the warehouse rebuilding. Yeah, I never really got good at sales. But what I did good is I was very mechanical. And so I understood the mechanics behind vacuum cleaners and carpet cleaning machines. So that helped me a lot when I finally did get into the... Yes, lady, I'm already making a Sweet Breeze deodorizer. So, a deodorant? Now, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah, throw some deodorant under there, right? That'd be hilarious. Wow. That's a great idea. Some deodorant. Boy, Sam, you and Nathan, man, easy now, easy. Don't bring your war with Joe over here. How about that? Okay? I really don't have much of a problem with most people in the industry. Some people have a problem with me, but so what? You know, can't make everybody happy. You can't make all your customers happy, can you? Come on. I have a 4.9 on Google, okay? You know why that is? Because you can't make every single person happy, no matter what you do. And if you have all 5.0s across the board with 1,000 reviews, let me tell you what, nobody's going to believe it. Well then, I already sell shoe covers, Joshua. You hate Joe, he hates you. Okay, well, man. Oh, you're talking about Nathan. Man, you guys still going on about Joe. Lord. I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there. But yeah, I would love to break down and talk about a few other people. Any plans to build an ETM? Steve, ETMs are just not there yet. You know, until Tesla gets into building truck mounts, I don't think we're going to have an ETM anytime soon. Joe isn't a TMF fan. Well, there's a lot of people who aren't TMF fans, you know, but I don't think about... I don't put my time and energy on people who aren't fans of mine. I put my time and energy into people who do appreciate us. Why am I going to waste all my time and energy on that? You know, it's just not worth it to me. That's how I feel about it. I feel Courtney Lee and Cleaners Connect. How do you feel about Courtney Lee and Cleaners? Courtney seems to be a very nice guy. I like Courtney, and I think he's very fair. That's what I like about Courtney. He's a very fair person. You know, and I think Courtney said that he learned a lot of things from our forum. A lot of people don't realize that Truck Mount Forums was a long way before Facebook. truckmountforums.com. And a lot of cleaners from all over the industry gained a lot of their knowledge from this forum that my son and I started, you know, decade and a half or so ago, right? So it came before all that, before YouTube and everything. I'd love to be a guest on your YouTube channel. Well, come on, Joshua. Sorry, didn't get your name right. I'm trying, okay? So yeah, Brad, I really don't have a problem with most people in the industry, but I will say one thing I like about Courtney that stands out really nicely is that he's very fair. And I like that about him. So he's a person that doesn't have a lot of deceit, and there's a lot of deceit in this country. I like both. I learned most from TMF. Courtney taught me how to demand a respectable price. There you go. Hey, you know, and, you know, iron sharpens iron. Courtney and I talk quite a bit. We really do. At least once a week, we talk. So I like that. And he's just a very nice, fair person. What else can I say, you know? I like him. When I get through Atlanta or down in Georgia, a lot of times I'll stop in there and we'll get a little lunch together and stuff like that. And it's always nice to catch up. And looking forward to seeing him down at the convention in Charleston, South Carolina. And hopefully we can kind of maybe do something together. We're talking about that. We'll see how it goes. Hey, if I sit back a good 20 inches from this microphone, can somebody tell me how it sounds? And I can see the lights on my glasses if I go up just a little. There they are. Yep. Keep my head down. You don't see the lights. Okay. This is kind of a learning process here. I've set this room up. It's almost like a podcast. Hey, you never know. A podcast may be on the way. Let's see. Jeff Hurley, I spend hours looking through the TMF forum, picking up bits and stuff. And, you know, a lot of people do that. A lot of people go to the forum itself because the forum's like a huge encyclopedia. Okay? And so it's like a big concert going on. Nathan said it still sounds good. Glad to hear that. So you got to figure the forum's like a big concert going on, a lot of people, or a big library of information. But when you get over to Facebook, it just moves fast. It's fast information. Thanks for the gift. You're way ahead on your competition. Thanks, Randy Stoker. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, no beer tonight, Sam. I was actually working around the shop, and I don't want to drive home with beer. Okay? Joshua, I love you, Rob, and it's not the Modelis talking. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I love you, too. In the right way. Okay. Dave Whiting, you guys could do a Cooking with Josu episode and show everyone how to make tacos. Oh, Dave, that's savage, but I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Joshua. I hope, does it offend you every once in a while when I call you Josu? If it does, let me know and I won't do it anymore. Dennis Azenot, I made so much money with my baby legend. I heard that. You know why? Because it's maybe just not the legend. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're becoming a legend. Brad Ward, it's not realistic. If I had to choose one general pre-spray that was wool safe, what would be your go-to? Well, I like my Black Label. I really do. I like my Black Label. And I could talk to you more about that, but that's a long, drawn-out conversation. Let's see, Jeff Clinton. My wife's sitting here listening. Her name is Mary Beth. She continuously asks why we call a truck mount when it's almost always mounted in a van. Please humor me and explain this to her. I personally don't give a crap, but I hear this daily as we work together. Well, you know what? That's the oxymoron of the industry, Mary Beth. Why do we call it a truck mount? Because it's mounted into a van or a truck. And some people mount them into box trucks. Maybe that's where they got started with box trucks. Stanley Steamer was actually in a kind of a big truck back in the day when they first got started, right? And there are some people who actually ride around with them in the back of pickup trucks. But I guess you're just mounting it inside of it. So that's why they call it a truck mount. I guess it just kind of stuck. I'll do some research for you, Mary Beth. I know a lot of old people in this industry who've been around a long time. I know some people who have been around who invented the truck mounts. I know 2 people who claim to have invented them. And I don't want to get into a war between those 2 guys, so I'm not going to touch that. But they both claim to have invented the truck mount. So we'll leave it there. Okay? And yes, I hear you, Jeff. That's funny. I got to give your wife props there. That's thinking outside of the box. Yep. Women will always call us out, won't they? No doubt about it. Brad, I think the term truck refers to the chassis of the vehicle. I could be wrong. Hey, I'll go with that, Brad. I like it. That's thinking outside of the box. I'll go with that. But, you know, I always tell customers, you know, that we have truck-mounted equipment. We show up to your house, and it's mounted inside of the truck. So it gives them the sense of, no offense to you portable guys, but when I tell them on the phone, and I'm telling it, so Mrs. Jones, just make sure you have your driveway clear so we can go ahead and bring our large trucks in there because our equipment is mounted in the truck. So I just kind of give them that perception that we have large equipment and that we have heavy-duty equipment that's really going to clean deeply. I don't think every customer understands the word truck mount when you say it. But if you say that your equipment is mounted in the van and you have a large truck and you need room in the driveway, it gives her that perception that she's going to get a heavy-duty cleaning. Okay? I think that's really important right there. Let's see, what do we have here? It says, Tim Yater, Judson mounted theirs in a box truck for cleaning astroturf. There you go, Tim. When was astroturf invented? I didn't think it'd been around that long, you know, back in the day, because everybody had natural fields back in the day for football, right? Let me back up to some of these comments because, remember, you can only get a little bit here. Let's see, backing up, hold tight here. What are you doing there, Mario? Let's see. What's up, Elmo? How you doing, my friend? I'm backing up. Vans are for hacks. I wouldn't go that far, brother. Check out my van. I tell you what, you know, I've had some carpet cleaners show up locally, including my brother, who's very hard to please. And my brother Keith said, Rob, with this new Nissan, with the high top, with that profiler in there, and the way you hung the rails, he said, this is the best looking truck I have ever seen. And for my brother Keith to say that, that takes a lot. Oh, Eladia, what motivates you to always keep growing your business? That is a long subject, but I would say first and foremost, it's my family. Okay, it's my lineage, it's my legacy that I want to leave behind, and also I want to help the industry to improve. I've always tried to help the industry improve because I wanted my son and my grandson to have a good industry to fall back on. You know, carpet cleaners haven't always been viewed in the best of light. Am I right? So I really wanted them to be able to say, hey, you know what? My father or my grandfather made a big difference, or at least made an impact. So I'd say that's what it is, but I've always been a motivated person. When people say I can't do something, you know, I mean, I could go into a long detail about suffering and stuff like that and how, I just don't even want to go there right now because it's just a long thing. And I have started a Facebook page because I'm at 5,000 friends. So I started a fan page. And on that fan page, I'm going to do some videos, some live videos talking about different subjects of what motivates me, sales, and personal help along with business help. So watch out for that, okay? So I don't want to get too far into depth with that. Jeff, I hope your wife was happy with that answer. All right? She seems like a very nice person. Joe Walsh, the mic is very sensitive. You can hear the drink splashing in the bottle. Well, ain't much left of my tea. I like these organic sweet black teas. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to listen for that tomorrow, Joe. Can you hear that? Let me try whispering. Sam Miller, what in-game strategy do you impart to beginners? Have you used the Mighty CRB? I bought one. What do you think of it, Joshua? Brad Ward, what's the most unusual surface or your team have cleaned? Is there anything you weren't sure you could actually clean effectively? Wow. Well, Well, I mean, over the years, that has changed a lot. I'm going to go back to here because Dave Whiting, thank you so much for the gift. You guys are the best. Thank you, Dave. You're the best, brother. Wow, these things have moved fast. I would say Brad Ward, the Black Label, but let me go on back here to what Brad was saying because it's already cleared off of the screen here. Thank you, Dennis, for saying Groutmaster and Black Label are a winner. Thank you. Scrolling down. Here we go. I want to get back down here to what Brad was saying. He was making an interesting point. Stanley Steamer has famous case law in the Supreme Court for false advertising. That's how come the Steamer is spelled differently. Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting, Jeff. I have to look that up. Going down. Travis, did you ever get a hold of that guy that was a job and came to quote and he left? No, I never did, Travis. Never heard from him. But I got the job and I made a lot of money off of it and made him extremely happy. I'll tell you that much. That I did. I'm going down. I want to get to a comment. Somebody said, yes, I am, Andrew. Up late. Yes, I am. Let's see. Going there. Here we go. Back to Brad here. Brad said, what's the most unusual surface? Well, I mean, some people have brought bear skins in. Llamas. I mean, all kinds of oddball things in here. And down at the ocean front, people have all kinds of oddball things that they want clean. But I think over the years, you know, you get into gym floors and things of that nature, you know, or yoga mats. I don't think there's really nothing I haven't ran into, Brad, that I couldn't handle. Wow. You know, I don't know, Brad. That's a very good question. But I would just say over the years, I ran into certain things. And when I did, I usually reached out to somebody who might have the solution or I would test it. You know, I'm a big believer in going out and testing something to see if it works. So for the most part, I think just the real delicates. Rugs have taught me a lot. Because each rug is so unique that comes in. You have to really be careful with rugs. Because you can damage rugs real fast. There's a saying in the industry, Brad. It's not a matter of if you're going to buy a rug. It's just a matter of when. So eventually you're going to buy a rug for somebody. And they come in all different types of materials. Oh my God. You know, it's just insanity, right? Let's see. Have you used the Mighty CRB? I have not used the Mighty CRB, but I have used the Bentley Pro, and I actually liked it. I actually liked it a lot. I was very impressed. Okay. Sam Miller, what in-game strategy do you impart to your beginners? I try not to give them too much of an in strategy, except that once they get the momentum going, they can ride that momentum along with continue to add to it, you know, build on that momentum, okay? It takes a good 5 years to get a business off the ground, Sam, in my opinion. So, you know, first you crawl, then you walk, then you run, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So I tell these beginners, listen, just start small, work your way up, and you'll get better and better. And don't get frustrated or don't give up. And eventually, you're going to make a lot of money, and you're going to have good cash flow. You know, your success depends upon you. Let's see. Steve Sweeney, I have my truck mount mounted in 100% electric Nissan. Ooh, the only one in the world to have a truck mount installed. Hey, I'd love to see that. Pop up some pictures. Send me some. Let's see. When will you add me back to your personal? I'll be good this time. Joshua, I've always liked you, man. I don't know why you just kind of bugged out on me one time. All right. I'll put you back, brother. I'll put you back. Okay. Going down, blocked. I didn't block him, okay? Kaylon, hey, Rob, love you guys. Hey, we love you too, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's see. Jeff Hurley, I get a mold remediation job due tomorrow. What would you recommend I use for a disinfectant? Well, I don't want to make recommendations, okay? Because you know why? Disinfectants, the label is the law. So follow the label. Now, I'm just going to say we carry sporicidin around here. We carry Contact. We carry Benefact. We have all different types of disinfectants. Go to the label. Okay? Go to the label because the label is the law. Citrusolve added to the Black Label and Groutmaster is killer. That's unstoppable, Jeff. That is unstoppable. Seriously. And that's why some people will actually add BioPro to the Black Label. Because then they're getting the Citrusolve and they're also getting the enzymes. It's insanity. when you mix some of these things together. Let's see. When are you doing the Bentley video? I've already started on it, Geraldo. Is it Geraldo or Geraldo? Apologize if I got it wrong. But I've already started on it. But I like to do things I want to really go through it. I want to use it on all different types of surfaces. Okay, and I've got it back in my rug shop. And we're going through all different types of fibers and different surfaces. And plus, cool, here's the cool thing. I just got the glide in today. A lot of people don't know it, but there's a Teflon glide available for it. So I ordered it. Got it in today, and you can use it on hard surfaces. Let's see, Brad Ward, is there any product that you don't sell that you're a big fan of and wish you had come up with first? Well, I mean, I'm sure there's several of those, Brad. You know, that I'm a big fan of that they came up with. Wow. You know, maybe cool cuffs. You know, I wish I'd have came out with a cool cuffs idea. I would have ruled the world, you know, and with my customer service combined with it, but now we know there's lots of cuffs out there. Now they have flash cuffs out there. We have the mighty cuffs. There's lots of different cuffs. But maybe the cool cuffs. Let's see, Willie Hubbard. I got a lot of carpet cleaning education from all those videos on truck mount forums. Thanks, Robert Allen. No problem, Willie. I'm glad we helped you, brother. You know, that's what I'm all about, helping people be successful and to help me be successful. Scrolling down. Keep it coming. Hey, H-A-Y. That kind of rhymes with another word. I'm not going to go there. Okay. Dama, thanks for educating us. I admire you a lot. Thank you. And I feel the same way in return. Thank you very much. How do you pronounce your name? Is it hung up on my wife? Is that bad, hanging up on your wife? I'll just text her over here. How about that? Let's see. Let me know how do you pronounce your first name, if you would. Josh Smith, do you guys offer air duct cleaning? Yes, we do. One of my technicians does duct cleaning for me, Matt. Message me and I'll help you out on that, Josh, if you want some help on that. Maybe I'll do a video on it sometime. Let's see. Would you do a hands-on rug cleaning class at your shop in the future? Yes, Mario. I would. I'm actually planning on doing something rugs and stone. I'm waiting till I get my floor set up in my rug shop, where half of it's going to be stone, half of it's going to be rug. So it's going to be a rug and stone on-hands class. 2 specialty services, you can make a lot of money. So even no matter what the class costs, you make all your money back in 1 or 2 jobs, right? Okay. Eladio, if you ever want to start a business, cleaning business in California, hey, I'm open to it. Just worry about those fires over there, Eladio. Do the video on the viscose rug. I'm going to do a video on the viscose rug. I'm going to roll it up, fold it up, and take it out to the dumpster. You like apples? How you like those apples? Let's see. I don't know what that word means, Maria. I can't even pronounce it. Colette? I'm not even going to try it. Okay. Randy Stoker. That's why you need to make a mix of Grout Master and Citrusol and call Rob's nasty. Rob's rat nasty. Hey, I might do that, Randy. Keep your eye out for it. I don't know what that word means, Mario Herrera. You got me worried, though, okay? People are laughing about it, okay? So you got me worried. What's up, Kaya? Let's see. Dennis Azanon used to be a sheriff officer? Seriously? Okay. I'm going down, catching up with this. Do you ever have any videos on marketing? Yes, I do, but I don't offer the videos to marketing to many people because I don't want my competition to have it. How about that? Brad Ward, what are your thoughts on the rug sucker? Any pros and cons you can share? I actually like the rug sucker. I like Joe Roberts. Seems to be a nice guy. He thinks outside the box. Seems to be a good product. We have it. We use it sometimes. But we just do a lot more flushing, I should say. Out of all your chemicals, what would be your favorite? Oh, I'd probably say Travis, Unchained, Black Label, and my new Black Label rinse is coming along. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? And BioPro. BioPro is a strong product. A lot of people don't realize how strong it is. It's a really good, strong product. I don't see shoe covers on the site. I don't know if we're selling the shoe covers. I know we have plenty of them in stock. And we throw them in with orders. But Joshua, there you go again. Don't put me on blast. That's the whole thing of this video, right? Go to support@truckmountforums.com or live chat and ask that question. Help a brother out instead of blasting him, all right? How much will it be for the class, Johnny says. I don't know, Johnny, but it's going to be reasonable. Very reasonable. We'll teach you how to polish, hone, maybe even grind different types of stones, color sealing, and then all types of rugs. I'm going to make probably a 2-day class. 1 day on stone, 1 day on rugs. A weekend class. Maybe a Friday and Saturday. So you can fly here to Virginia Beach and enjoy yourself. How about that? Brian Kirk, got some Black Label. Used a couple times. I really like it. Thanks, Sean. Glad to hear that. Oh, you were talking to Dennis, Mario. Okay, I got you. Let's see. People unfriend me, Joshua says, because I keep it real. Sad. Sometimes you're not 100% real. You're 99.9% real, Joshua. Or you don't give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes, okay? How about that? Like me, for instance. How do you explain minimum service charge to a customer? Mrs. Jones, my minimum charge is $150. Take it or leave it. I got people waiting for it. That's not exactly how I say it, but I just kind of educate people before I maybe throw the minimum charge on them. Educate, educate, educate. Communicate, communicate, communicate. I mean, I've been answering the phone because I've been buying everybody here lunch lately. And so when I've been answering the phone, I've been catching the phone at lunchtime while they go out and run together and grab some lunch and then they bring it back. And I've been closing. I'm telling you what, I'm a closer. Yeah. But I never talk about price in the beginning. Never. Let's see. Nice. And okay, be waiting. No problem. Johnny is coming. Brad Ward. I've seen that you also use the protein vac like we do. Why don't more people use that vacuum and never hear about it? I don't know. I think people get used to what they use, Brad, in their own houses. The problem I have with that, and the reason I like the protein, is because it looks different from what the homeowner sees. So does it clean better? Probably not. But to them, it looks like something different, something commercial. That's why I do it. You know, I don't want a customer to say, well, I could have used that vacuum cleaner. I could have used that. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear that. I want to see something different. Joe Walsh, any tricks for keeping cheap flimsy poly rugs from buckling? Dry clean them. VL them. You know, that's what we do. VL them, a lot of them. Turn them upside down. Dry them flat. And also, sometimes we'll put, we have these boards we'll put across them. Lay them upside down. Run some boards around them with some weights. Holds them into place. Okay, I think I got to the bottom of them, finally. Amanda, hey, I'm wondering if everyone's still crazy busy. It's not slowing down at all since May. The demand is so high in our area. Where are you at, Amanda? And yes, we are extremely busy. Can't complain at all. Don't put me on blast on a magnet in their orders. I like that, Jeff. I like that. We probably should put something in there of how they can get in touch with us. I like that, Jeff. That's hilarious. I don't care where you live. That's funny right there. Don't put me on, and put a picture of me, Rob. Don't put me on blast, please. I like that. Brian King, how many leads does your website generate per month? I have no idea. My son handles all my internet stuff. He built the store. He built the forum. My son always says, "Hey, Dad, you're the lead singer. Me and the other guys, we make the music. All right, we're the band." And where do you send complaints? That's a good idea, Jeff. I like that. Throw it in the packaging there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the ticket. I'm going to talk to my son about that. But I think that'd be funny on a magnet. Southern California. Wow, Amanda, I thought you guys were having a lot of shutdowns right now. No? Southern California? But yet you're still staying busy? We're steady too. You know, Stanley Steamer did a lot of advertising. And a lot of their advertising is saying that cleaning your carpets and cleaning your home is the first step in COVID care. Think about that for a while. The first step. So they're not saying they're solving it. Brian, don't think I haven't already thought of that. You never know what's in the back of my mind, okay? And yes, Marcus, we do have glides in stock. We need to get them on and back into the store. Brad Ward, I'm a newbie to TMF overall, but I hear everyone talking about Groutmaster. Groutmaster seems to be used for everything, not just grout. Is it a booster or a pre-spray? It can be used for all those things, Brad. It can be used as, it's really good for tile and grout. It doesn't have any sodium hydroxide in it, so you can use it on carpets. You don't have to worry about hurting transitions and you know, cabinets and things of that nature. Also, so it's great for boosting, and some people use it for commercial carpets. And if it's really impacted oil, just throw a little bit of citrusol in it. It'll cut through anything like butter. And even in rat nasties in houses, people use it. But if you're going to use it in homes, use an acid rinse along with it, because it's a little bit high on the high pH side, okay? Love the workhorse. Okay, yeah, isn't that a vacuum cleaner? Man, the very large ticket jobs every day, every single day. That's what I'm talking about, Amanda. That's what I'm talking about. And Amanda, put that money away. That's what we're doing, okay? We're saving for the rainy day because you never know what's going to happen, okay? What's your real opinion of, let's see, I have Tile Master. How does that differ from Grout Master? Well, we make Grout Master, and Tile Master is made by Bridgepoint. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? We'll leave it there. Would you mind if I call you someday? What's a good time to call me? And can I call you Uncle Rob? Yes, you can, Eladia. Well, and all that right there. Just message me from my cell. I'll give you my cell, and we'll definitely talk. I'll just give you a little time, and we'll definitely talk. No doubt about it. Love to. What do you mean, Brian King? What's your real opinion of cleansers? You kind of threw me there. What do you mean? Which cleansers? Let's see. Joshua said, I've been very busy in California. That's great. What's your real opinion, Brian King, of Cleaners Connect? I mean, I think they're great. I have no problem with them. I like Courtney Lee. Look, I like a lot of people. Anybody who's making a positive contribution to the industry, I like. Okay, and why is that? Because all they're doing is making the industry better, and my whole focus in life, business life that is to make the industry better. I'm the OG on YouTube, okay? I'm the OG on forums practically. So all those things I've done is just to make the industry better so I can pass it on to my lineage. I want my lineage to be proud of the cleaning industry. So anybody that makes a positive contribution, I'm all for them, okay? No problem whatsoever. Amanda, the bubble will burst eventually. Yes, ma'am, it will. Yes, ma'am, it will. And we got to be ready. I have a bottle of the TMF Tile Master. Is that old? It depends. I'd have to see the label, Brad, because it might be the original Tile Master that we had. Amanda said we saved every dollar. Very good. Very good. Because I'm agreeing with you right there. The bubble will burst one day. Look at 2008. Look at what I call a Black Swan event. If you look up Black Swan event on Google, you'll see that it's just an event that comes out of nowhere. COVID-19. Came out of nowhere. What did it do? Okay? It brought a lot of businesses to a crawl. I just rode through Town Center today in Virginia Beach, which is about 5 blocks from me, okay? And probably half the businesses are closed in there. That sucks. That really sucks. Nate, I have loved using your encapsulation chemical. Am I a hack if I want to encapsulate more than hot water extract? Absolutely not. Because people can argue all they want. Where does the dirt go? I don't care where the dirt goes. I care where the money goes. In my pocket. All right? So if the customer's happy and you're happy, more power to you, Nate. I see no problem with it whatsoever. You know? Because all it is, Nate, is another tool in the toolbox. Yes, Amanda, a lot of people barely survived 2008. I've always made it a habit to live under my means, not over my means. That's important, okay? Always try to live under your means. Let's see, any other things here? Barely survived 2008. I know a lot of companies who didn't make it. And I mean people who were making tons and tons of money, but they lived way outside of their means. Way outside of their means. And when 2008 hit and the bubble burst, boom. I saw people lose. I saw people who were making millions were working jobs making $15, $20 an hour after that and $25 an hour. Think about that for a little while. And they were making millions. Okay? So, it's not always, my dad always said, it's not your income determines your wealth, son. It's your outcome. Think about that for a while. My dad raised 9 kids on a very small salary. 9 children. And he watched how he spent his money. I'm not saying he was overly tight, but he was careful how he spent it. And he's saved. He's saved for a rainy day. And we should all do just the same. Well, I'm about lost my voice, guys. God's always blessed me so far. I heard that, Sam, but God blesses effort. And he blesses good effort. So you're putting out good effort. Good for you. How do you scale as a carpet cleaner business? Good Lord, there's a lot of questions, Brian, that they deserve a whole video in itself. Amanda, I was young then, but I watched people have nothing by 2010. There you go. See, you've learned. You know, with age comes wisdom. Josh Smith, Rob Super Cap Unchained is the bomb. Yeah, that's a great stuff. Appreciate it. Jeff Clinton, we're all a bunch of lucky chumps to have a guy like Rob Allen give us this valuable information for our businesses. Nobody does this in any other industry. I didn't know that, Jeff. That's interesting. But thank you. Thanks for the compliment, brother. I appreciate that. And I'll get back to doing my, my weekly videos in the evening like this. As you all know, last month my mother passed away. God bless her soul. She was 93 years old. Fantastic woman, raised 9 of us kids, on a very small salary. I mean, my mother never had a dishwasher. She washed a lot of clothes by hands in the beginning. She put things up on the clothesline for all of us 9 kids. She just worked diligently for us. And my mother and my father, they didn't have much. We were poor, but daggone if they didn't have a heck of a work ethic. And so I learned from that work ethic. And she was 93 years old. And you know what? There's no good age to lose your mother. I'm just going to say that, But she was a very faithful person and believed in the Creator. And I believe she's in a good place right now. And I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to get choked up here late at night. Yes, Sam, she was a blessing. Amen, brother. Amen. Yes, she did leave a legacy, Nate. I appreciate that. She really did. She really did. Good woman, man. And they gave her 3 to 6 months to live. All right. And she was doing fine. But in 3 weeks, the cancer just took her down. And in 6 weeks, she died. Just so fast. So I highly recommend spending as much time with your loved ones as possible. As much time as possible because life is short. Even 93 years is short, to me, because I want my mother to be around, you want them to last forever, but such is the cycle of life. Courtney Lee, does somebody say my name? Oh, God. Were your ears burning, brother? Yes, they were. Well, feel free to listen to this video, but it's a long video. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while. Yeah, it is very sad, Jeff, but it happens. Wow, I've been talking an hour and 15 minutes. Good Lord, that's a long time. Thank you, Amanda. Amen to that, And my mother, what's interesting? My mother was ate up with cancer, and yet she never, ever complained. She just worried about how we were going to handle it. That's a mother right there. Tim Yater, every day you spend with your family could be your last and make it precious. Amen to that, brother. No doubt about it. It was all good, Courtney. People were asking me all kinds of questions, but I told them the truth. So feel free to go back and listen to it because, good Lord, that was a lot of information. A lot. Let me check out the next messages here. Message. There we go. What? Is Facebook acting up for y'all some lately? I mean, all kinds of odd boxes. But you know what? Facebook updated. Has everybody got the updated look now on Facebook? Is your Facebook updated? Get that new light color look you can get. You get a light look or a dark look. But it's glitching. It's been glitching on me sometimes. Jeff Clinton, I owe all my success to you, Robin. Some great videos recording. Oh, awesome, man. Glad to hear that. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. There's no doubt about it. Can't complain. Yes, Brian, you can message me. Absolutely. If you want to get my cell, message me. Take it there. Jeff Hurley got to go to bed. I heard that, Jeff. I got to go to bed too, man. My wife's been messaging me. Where you at? I've been building my new office here, okay? Don't you understand, dear? But I'm going to head on home here a little bit. So, thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, please, before you put us on blast, just like your own clients, you want your own clients to give you the opportunity to get things squared away. Because sometimes, life throws roadblocks at you and curveballs, okay? I can't always control what UPS does or the internet does or things of that nature. But what I can do is I can make things right. So give me that opportunity by going to support@truckmountforums.com, going to our live chat, PMing me, and then as a last resort, come on over to the forum or the group and tag me. Say, hey, Rob, I sent you a message. So please give us the opportunity to handle something before you put me on blast. Really appreciate it. It's the same courtesy you would ask from your customers, right? So thanks, everyone. Have yourself a great night. I wish you success, continued success, and hopefully we're helping you to become more successful. I'll work on that. If you got a lot of questions, let's do this on a regular basis, y'all. And we'll go ahead and answer these questions. But a lot of these questions take a lot of time to answer. So I can just hit on them lightly, and a lot of these things move fast, but be patient with me, okay? When post office messes you guys up, always take care of it. That's why we use you guys exclusively. Thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that, bud. Live chat worked great. Well, good night, everyone. Take care. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm Rob Allen with Truck Mount Forums. Be good and be successful.